Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We've got 12 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. A little bit of a lighter slate today with 12 matchups. Starting with the Texas Rangers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 135. The Pirates plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Rangers coming into this matchup 29-17. Pirates 24-22. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 1.69. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Ortiz with an ERA of 5.62. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Ortiz, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Rangers on a 3-game winning streak right now, coming off a nice Colorado series. Pirates coming off back-to-back Arizona losses. Rangers 7-2 on the road. I mean, they've been playing well right now. Dunning's been very good on the mound here, and I think I'm going to roll with the Rangers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 210. Arizona plus 175 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 27-20. The Phillies 22-24. Pitching for Arizona is Tommy Henry with an ERA of 5.00. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 4.06. Henry, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Arizona coming off back-to-back Pitt wins. They're playing pretty well. Philly coming off back-to-back Cubs wins. Arizona, they've struggled against Philly. 1-5 on the road against Philly. Haven't been the best on the road. Philly 5-1 at home. Playing good at home here. I'd say it's a pretty even pitching matchup. No real pitching advantage on either end. I don't know, to pay minus 200 for the Phillies, man, kind of rough. Not in love with it. I think I'll take a shot with Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus Cincinnati Reds. Cardinals opening up as road favorites at minus 185. Cincinnati plus 165 with the over-under at 10. Cardinals coming into this matchup 21-27. The Reds 19-27. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 4.21. Pitching for the Reds is Brandon Williamson with an ERA of 1.59. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Williamson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off back-to-back LA losses. I'm sorry, back-to-back LA wins. They played very good against the Dodgers in that series. Cincinnati on a 4-game losing streak right now. St. Louis is 4-2 against the Reds, 5-1 on the road right now. And I think I'm going to lean with the Cardinals on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa opening up as home favorites at minus 110. Toronto plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 25-22. The Rays 34-14. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 3.05. Pitching for the Rays is Trevor Kelly with an ERA of 7.50. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. He's coming off 3 straight games of no runs. Kelly, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Toronto on a 4-game losing streak right now. Tampa coming off a Milwaukee loss. Toronto is 4-1 against Tampa Bay. But, they really just have been struggling lately. 1-6 in their last 7. It's been rough for them. Bassett's been very great on the mound. 3 straight really great games here. I just think it's going to be tough against the Rays on the road. I do like Bassett on the mound, but I still think I'm going to lean with the Rays at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -150. The Dodgers +135 with the over-under at 9.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 29-19. The Braves 29-17. Pitching for the Dodgers is Gavin Stone with an ERA of 9.00. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 2.85. Stone, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Morton, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. LA coming off a rough Cardinal series where they really did, struggled a little bit. Braves coming off a Seattle win. Dodgers are 4-2 against Atlanta. I don't know. I think Dodgers are a pretty good underdog today, getting some decent underdog value here. And I think I'm going to take a shot with the Dodgers +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -110. Detroit +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 20-24. The Royals 14-34. Pitching for the Tigers is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 3.44. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 7.09. Lorenzen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Singer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Detroit coming off back-to-back Washington losses. Royals coming off 3 straight White Sox losses here. Detroit is 5-1 against the Royals here. I think Detroit's a decent underdog today, and I'll take a shot with the Tigers +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Astros opening up as road favorites at -110. Milwaukee +100 with the over-under at 8. Astros coming into this matchup 27-19. The Brewers 25-21. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.25. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 3.48. Javier, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Burns, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Houston, 9-1 in their last 10. They're on a 7-game win streak right now. They're playing great baseball. Brewers coming off a Tampa Bay win. Yeah, love what the Astros are doing. They're playing great right now. And I think I'm going to roll with the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we've got the San Francisco Giants versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -145. The Giants +130 with the over-under at 9. Giants coming into this matchup 22-24. The Twins 25-22. Pitching for the Giants is John Brebbia with an ERA of 4.26. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 1.78. Brebbia, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Ober, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, Brebbia has only pitched like 1 inning in 2 games so far this year, so hasn't really pitched that much. Giants coming off a Miami win. They're 5-1 in their last 6. Minnesota coming off an LA loss. Giants are 1-5 against Minnesota. 4-10 on the road. Not a great road team here. But Ober's been very good on the mound for the Twins. I like the Twins at home here, and I'm going to roll with Minnesota in this one. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Colorado Rockies. Marlins opening up as road favorites at -120. The Rockies +110 with the over-under at 11.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 24-23. The Rockies 19-28. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 5.13. Pitching for the Rockies is Chase Anderson with an ERA of 0. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Anderson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Miami coming off a Giants loss. Colorado coming off a little 3-game losing streak right now. Miami, surprisingly, 1-8 on the road against Colorado. Struggled on the road against Colorado here. Cabrera, hasn't been the greatest on the mound. Definitely been vulnerable to giving up some runs here. And I think I'm going to take a shot with the Rockies +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -110. Boston +100 with the over-under at 9.5. Boston coming into this matchup 26-21. The Angels 25-23. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 5.48. Pitching for the Angels is Jamie Barria with an ERA of 1.96. Houck, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Barria, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Boston coming off a tough Padres loss yesterday, losing 7-0. Angels coming off a Minnesota win. Boston 6-2 against the Angels, where they've been good. Houck hasn't been that great on the mound. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Been definitely rough for him. Hopefully their better days are ahead for him. I still think Boston's a good underdog here, and I'm going to take Boston +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as big home favorites at -300. Oakland +250 with the over-under at 8. Oakland coming into this matchup 10-38. Seattle 22-24. Pitching for Oakland is Kyle Muller with an ERA of 7.71. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 3.31. Muller, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Oakland, 2-8 in their last 10. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Seattle coming off a tough Atlanta series here, but get an opportunity against this very bad Oakland team. And pretty much the strategy of just betting against Oakland has been very good so far this year, and we're rolling with the Mariners at home. Then the last matchup, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -125. The White Sox +105 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 19-29. The Guardians 20-26. Pitching for the Guardians is Hunter Gaddis with an ERA of 6.86. Currently couldn't find out who's pitching for the White Sox. So be sure to check that out when that info does get released. White Sox on a 3-game winning streak, though, coming off a nice Kansas City sweep. Cleveland coming off a Mets 3-game Mets loss right there. And not a series I'm in love with. We'll see who's pitching for the White Sox today, but I like the way the White Sox are playing. They've been playing very well lately. As long as there's no crazy pitcher on the mound that's giving up tons of runs, and it's a pretty even pitching matchup, because Gaddis really hasn't been that great on the mound for the Guardians. I'll take a shot with the White Sox +1.5 on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.